Oh dear! Top 5 nighttime destinations for stargazing and noctourism. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to stand beneath a sky filled with billions of stars, with no city lights, no noise, and nothing but the sound of your own heartbeat echoing in the silence? What if your next journey didn't begin at sunrise but at dusk, when the world transforms, shadows stretch, and a different kind of beauty takes over? Below are the top 5 nighttime destinations for stargazing and noctourism, told in immersive detail to pull you right into the night. And as you read, ask yourself, which of these skies would you choose to stand under tonight? 1. Mauna Kea, Hawaii. A stargazer's paradise above the clouds. What would it feel like to stand so high above sea level that you are literally above the clouds, closer to the stars than most places on Earth? Mauna Kea on Hawaii's Big Island gives you exactly that sensation. Rising nearly 14,000 feet into the sky, this dormant volcano offers an experience so surreal that many travelers describe it as spiritual, even life-changing. The conditions on Mauna Kea are as close to perfect as stargazers can get. The atmosphere is unusually dry, the air is clean, and the remote location means there is almost no artificial light to disrupt the view. As night falls, the temperature drops sharply, and a silence settles over the summit. An intense, peaceful quiet that makes the stars feel even more alive. Thousands of pinpricks of light ignite overhead, and the Milky Way stretches across the sky like a luminous river carved into the darkness. As you stand on the ancient volcanic rock, breathing in the thin, cold air, you can't help but wonder, if the universe could listen, what would you whisper to it from this incredible mountaintop? 2. Aoraki Mackenzie International Dark Sky Reserve, New Zealand, a Southern Hemisphere wonder. Have you ever seen a sky so untouched, so vast, and so shockingly clear that it feels like time stops? That is the promise of the Aoraki Mackenzie International Dark Sky Reserve in New Zealand, one of the largest and most pristine dark sky areas in the world. Situated among glacial lakes and the mighty Southern Alps, the region is protected by strict lighting regulations that keep the night sky as natural as possible. When darkness descends over Lake Tekapo and the surrounding valleys, the stars begin to appear like an ancient tapestry unfolding above you. The Southern Hemisphere offers a completely different collection of constellations, ones that many travelers have never seen before. The famed Southern Cross glows brightly, the Magellanic Clouds float like galaxies within reach, and if the night is particularly dark, you may even spot the faint ribbons of the Aurora Australis shimmering near the horizon. So ask yourself, if you had a moment beneath this untouched sky, what piece of your heart would you leave there forever? 3. Wadi Rum, Jordan. Mars on Earth, even more magical at night. Imagine a desert so red, so silent, and so infinite that filmmakers use it as a stand-in for Mars. Now imagine what that same desert looks like when the sun disappears and the night takes control. Wadi Rum, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in southern Jordan, offers some of the most dramatic nighttime landscapes anywhere in the world. It is a place where the sky feels larger, the air thinner, and the stars brighter than you ever thought possible. As evening settles, the sandstone cliffs turn a deeper shade of crimson before finally dissolving into shadow. The temperature cools, and the desert becomes a world of stillness. With no city lights for miles, the sky erupts into a masterpiece, an expansive dome of glittering stars that seems almost unreal. The Milky Way is so vivid that it appears like a ghostly trail brushed onto the sky with silver paint. And while you lie back on the desert sand and stare up at the universe, one question will echo through your mind. If the desert sky could tell your future, what story would it whisper? 4. La Palma, Canary Islands, where Europe protects the darkness. What if there was an island where darkness is treated as a natural treasure, protected, preserved, and celebrated just like beaches, forests, and wildlife? La Palma, one of Spain's Canary Islands, has become Europe's stargazing capital for exactly this reason. Its clear skies, volcanic peaks, and extremely strict light pollution laws make it one of the best places on the continent to connect deeply with the night. When daylight fades on La Palma, the night doesn't merely take over, it dominates. The island's high altitudes and clean ocean winds clear the atmosphere, creating a window into the cosmos that draws astronomers from around the globe. The famous Roque de los Muchachos Observatory sits above a sea of clouds, offering views that make even seasoned scientists gasp. If you discovered a star visible only from La Palma and had the chance to name it, what name would you give it and why? 5. Jasper National Park, Canada, a wild frontier of stars. What does true wilderness feel like when the world is dark, quiet, and impossibly vast? Jasper National Park in Alberta, one of the world's largest dark sky preserves, offers an answer that stirs the soul. This immense landscape of mountains, forests, and crystal clear lakes becomes even more awe-inspiring after sunset, when nature unveils its nighttime secrets. When night comes to Jasper, a deep hush falls over the forest. The outlines of snow-capped peaks fade into black silhouettes. Lakes like Pyramid and Malign turn into natural mirrors, reflecting the stars so perfectly that the sky seems to double itself. The Milky Way arches across the heavens like a luminous path, leading your gaze from one horizon to the other. In moments like these, you might ask yourself, are you brave enough to stand alone under a sky so powerful it makes your heart race? The world after sunset is a different world. Whether you choose to climb a Hawaiian volcano, float beneath the southern Alps, listen to Bedouin stories in the Jordanian desert, roam a protected European island, or lose yourself in Canada's wild frontier, Noctourism promises experiences that change you from the inside out. So here's one last question for you, one that only you can answer. Where will your next nighttime adventure take you? And what will the darkness help you discover? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.